just want to say that every day is a blessing, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
For real. And I want to say health is wealth. And people need to start taking that shit into consideration because just like Dave Chappelle said, everybody thinks they're going to live forever. Ain't nobody going to live forever. Nobody is going to live forever, man. So you better start taking care of yourself and start motherfucking cherishing the motherfucking time that you got on this motherfucker, man, because tomorrow really ain't promised, man. For real. But all that aside, you know what I'm saying? All that to the side, man. It's your boy Skub Dose, man. Go ahead and raise your glass and take a toast, man, because we are back with another episode of Ridin High Presents Off the Kush podcast, baby. That's what we do, baby. Did they know? Did y'all know? That's what we do around here, man. This is real stories, real good time. Keep it real around here, man. I got a special guest in the building, man. I got a special guest in the building, man. Local legend, man. My boy Tone is in the building today, man. Appreciate you for coming by, man.
Yes, sir.
Now look, for the people that don't know and the people that should know, go ahead and let them know where you from, brother.
What's good? You already know that 361 represent all day.
Goddamn right.
But
Born and raised. You know what I'm saying? What school? What side you from?
Well, I'm really from like Old Robstown area by Driscoll Middle School.
Old Robstown.
It's right there by Agnes and all that shit.
Oh, no shit. So Robstown used to come out that far?
No, Old Robstown.
No, Old Robstown Road.
Oh, I was like, Jesus
Old Robstown Road.
Christ, nigga. That's
right
like,
there. It's
Robstown
right there
was
Miller.
everywhere, nigga. No shit.
Yeah, it's right there by, it's in the district of Miller High School.
Oh, okay, no shit. So you went to Miller and...
Yeah, I went to, Oak Park, Miller, Driscoll. I went to Miller for about 1 year only, though, but I went Driscoll for my 6th grade year. But I bounced around, like, throughout the whole city. You know what I mean? Me and my mom, like, we're always bouncing around. Never had a place to settle. What did the city
look like back then?
Man,
what year were you going to Driscoll, man?
Man, I'm bad with years, bro. You know the only reason because I know I got friends that, man, they're good with years.
Right.
But it's because they all got prison backgrounds. Hey,
real talk. Remember every day,
yeah, man. Real talk, and that's why I'm bad with years, I guess, because
right.
I never had,
I'm talking about like elementary days.
Like elementary days, man.
Yeah. What did the area look like back then? Elementary days.
It somewhat looks the same. It's just the only thing that's not like around like the Leopard areas, like the Tally Ho Motel and stuff like that. But right. I remember at the time, like right there where Target in that whole area is that right there.
Right.
It was all fields. There was no shopping centers. There was none of that. None of that was there. And there was a lot of parts of the city where there still wasn't development, hadn't gone down. Like even right there on Castores, there used to be a flea market right there called Casa Linda Flea Market, and that's no longer there. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
So even right there on the side of the freeway,
you talking about like racetrack days and shit.
Yeah, and even like right there on the feeder road by the Trade Center, there used to be another flea market right there in the back. I forgot what it was called. The Stardust, I think. It was.
So there was just more than one.
Yeah, there was a little bit up the street right there from where the Trade Center's at. There was an indoor one and outdoor. It's right there. You know where they sell all those motorcycles at right there? That little small place?
Yeah. It was like in that. The Harley shop?
Yeah, it's like that little area right there. So
that's crazy. Now, when you was growing up in the house with your mom, what type of music was being played around the house, man?
Man, just mainly radio. My mom listened to a lot of Tejano.
Right.
She listened to a lot of country.
Come
on. So I grew up listening to a lot of that. And you know how it is in the Mexican culture. You know, every weekend, every birthday, everything's celebrated. So family all the time, you know what I'm saying?
That's fire.
Cooking dinner, just feeding everybody. It was real family oriented. But as soon as you get older, everybody starts, you already know how that goes. Everybody goes their ways. But yeah, just the normal stuff.
course. No, that's crazy. And then you went with what was the middle school in that area?
What area?
In the Driscoll area.
It was Driscoll.
Oh, so it's Driscoll Elementary, Driscoll.
No, it's Oak Park Elementary.
Oak Park,
then
okay.
It's Driscoll, and then it's Miller. And
Okay.
in that section.
Okay, so when you was going to Driscoll, you didn't play no sports?
Not Driscoll. Like I said, I went to Driscoll for my 6th grade year.
So just for 6?
Yeah, just for 6,
Okay,
and then
okay.
that's when my mom met my stepdad.
Come on.
In the 6th grade, so my mom ended up moving in with my stepdad, and he lived in the Cunningham district.
Oh no shit!
Yeah, so he lived over there off of Horn and all that. So
right.
So we moved in with him. He lived on Sherman. So then I started going to Cunningham, and then I stayed there for about a year, and then that's when I moved to the north side.
And when you was going to Cunningham, you didn't play no sports?
Nah, I didn't play no sports there either. I didn't play sports until after I moved from Cunningham. We ended up moving to the north side into the projects.
No shit.
And that's when I started going to Windsell, and that's when I got in sports. I got into football.
In Windsell, that was the
It's right there off of Ayers.
But was that the junior high for like not Oso, because Oso was Oso?
Yeah, it was just Windsell was just itself, bro. You know what I'm saying?
No shit.
Yeah, it was still in the CCISD school district and stuff, but it wasn't really like they didn't have an elementary and all that. You know, over there,
right.
Like
it was just the junior high.
Yeah, because those are Bakers right there. There's still a lot of other middle schools.
Right.
So that's when I played football that year, and that's where I got the nickname Truck. Everybody started calling me Truck because in our first game, man, I think I had like 3 sacks and like 2 forced fumbles, and the coach was like, man, this dude's like a Mack Truck. So everybody started calling me Truck, and man, that name. That's why if I'm somewhere in public and I hear Truck, I already know it's somebody from that era. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people don't even know that.
Yeah, that's fire.
A lot of people don't know that, and when they hear that, they're like, what the fuck? What the fuck is Truck?
That's fucking crazy. And you played sport, or you played at Windsell.
I played 7 and 8.
Okay, so that's what I was going to ask you. When you moved to the north side, did you move during your 6th grade year, or did?
When I moved to the north side, yeah.
Or was you already going into 7th?
It was 6th grade year because I started 6 in Cunningham,
right?
And then I went like in the middle of the year to over there, and but it's crazy. So even when I spent my time in Windsell, from there, that's when I started. When I got to Windsell's when I really started getting active in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Like the street gangs and. Right. You know, just getting with a lot, because I'm meeting a lot of people throughout the city going to different schools. You know what I'm saying?
Now, when you was at Windsell, what was the gangs that was around at the time?
Man, at the time,
like give me like 5, not the top 5 or nothing. Like, just give me 5 gangs that was just around at that time.
At that school?
No, just in general.
Oh, just in general in that time. Of course, NHC
stands for.
Neighborhood Crips.
Okay, that's what I figured. I wasn't sure because we in Texas.
Yeah, RG, Ruthless Gangsters, Black Widows, Ace of Spades, you know, CV. Man, there was all kinds of gangs. Man, dude.
What about I heard of. I keep on hearing about
Dangerous Cloyd Crew.
I keep on hearing about a Mexican gang that was very active back then, and them niggas used to dress alike and shit. I can't remember the name. Know. I wish King was here because that nigga would tell me, man.
I'm pretty sure if I knew the name, it'd probably ring a bell. I'd probably be able to confirm it. You know
That's crazy.
Man, me and my
and at that time, like junior high days, Windsell days, was it active? Was there a lot of people in gangs? Was it a lot?
Nah, man, that was the culture, bro. It was booming at that time, you know what I'm saying? That's when a lot of drive-bys started happening in the city, you know what I'm saying?
Corbin?
Yeah, there was a lot of drive-bys, bro, and I know a lot of people that got killed, bro, and...
niggas was doing drive-bys in Corbin?
Yeah,
wild,
I'm talking about young fools, like 13, 14, 15, 16, you know, hanging with older heads, you know what I'm saying? And...
so you telling
if you do your research, you'll see.
Telling me it's niggas that would... And I'm just thinking, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you telling me it might be a nigga on the west side that got beef with a nigga on the north side, drive a couple of blocks over.
Well, because you got to remember at that time is when...
And then drive back to the fucking west side?
Yep. Like you gotta remember at that time the culture was real big, like with the colors. I was just gonna say colors. You know that whole, you know what I mean. So blood in, blood out. Once all those movies started coming out, man, it was a wrap, bro. It was a rap. Like over there at Windsill in the morning, there was a washateria across the street, and there was a taco place right next door, and everybody would chill at that washateria before the bell rang, and then there would be like 30 people there every morning. You know what I'm saying?
All from the same gang.
No, just everybody from the school. No, people from the neighborhood, like people that didn't even weren't old enough to go to school, or they were kicked out, or whatever. Just everybody hanging out there, just chilling before the bell rang. And then when you would get out of school, that same crowd was back there, and everybody. And then that's where squabs were happening. You know, whatever. You know, and people coming from other schools wanting to fight fools, like crazy shit like that. So it was live. It was live, bro.
Was there a lot of like gang activity in school at that time?
Yeah, that's all there was. Man, dude, that's all that it was. It's crazy because a lot of people talk like, well, when did you start fucking with hoes and shit? It was after all that whole gang shit, because I was so caught up in that street shit that I wasn't even, man, I was here trying to make moves, and and that's just the way it was.
I got caught up in the same shit.
Yeah, it was just the way it was.
I got caught up in the same shit, bro. And I think I want to say, like, it's not that females come along with it, but at the same time, at that time, females liked the bad boy.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So it kind of went hand in hand. Yeah.
And then the chicks back then, they weren't really like female looking. You know what I'm saying? They wore a lot of baggy clothes. So right. Whenever you
so the females at that time were more like cholas.
Yep.
Like you know what I'm saying?
More dude like, more gangster, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because of the movies and shit.
Yeah.
That had an effect on everything.
Okay, so look, I grew up in Southern California. You know what I'm saying? And I grew up there like my whole life, born and raised. But when I got to junior high around, and this is after colors, my junior high days was more influenced by music. You know what I'm saying? West Coast, East Coast, Pac, Biggie, Bloods, Crips, right? But with the Mexican culture, you know what I'm saying? I grew up with niggas named Mr. Payaso, or fucking they call me Little Turtle.
Yeah.
Or they call me, you know what I'm saying? I grew up with those cholos. You know what I'm saying? And them niggas was different.
Yeah, way different.
Them boys was totally different. Like they was really with
you could still make those same distinctions today.
Oh, 100%, bro.
Yeah.
100%. The style, the clothing, like everything.
Yeah, that shit runs deep.
Very veterano. You know what I'm saying? Very OG with that culture. You know
and that's crazy that you're talking about that, because growing up, like Corpus has always been like a real diverse city. You know what I'm saying? Like,
really.
And I've always grown around, the black folk, white folk. Like it didn't like you never. To me, I didn't grow up with that type of mentality. On some racist shit, or it was never like that, because we always was around each other. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That nigga, can't remember who was saying it, man, but he said that at one particular time there was an island culture here where there was Jamaicans and. He was saying something like Cubans. Yeah, Jamaicans and Cubans were here at a
that's what I'm saying. There's always, like, even when, especially if you're in the job world, like restaurant world and shit like that.
Right.
That's when you run into all the real people of the community, working them odd jobs and
for sure,
trying to make ends meet. Like,
for sure.
So that's where you meet a lot of people from different places. And I remember when I would have jobs like that, restaurant jobs, when I was like, 16, stuff like that. I would meet a lot of people from different places like that. And then I remember because back then working, everybody at night, the night crew always hung out and drank afterwards and smoked. Somebody always went to somebody's house. There goes everybody, the waiters and the kitchen people. And that's where you got to know all kinds of people in all walks of life. So they'll be like, man, these dudes, people would be afraid of us because like, these dudes are all G's and shit. And they're all, whatever they're from, you know what I'm saying? But we all mixed in well, and it's always been like that in Corpus, you know what I'm saying?
That's fire.
So I've never been like, it's just the way it's always been to me.
That's fire. So then you leave Windsill, right? And then you go to Miller?
No, from Windsell. Like I said, Windsell is when I started getting in the mix with a lot of the the street stuff, gangs and stuff like that. So from there, I ended up catching some cases like out of school, and I ended up getting sent to TYC.
Oh shit!
And it's basically like a youth jail, and
youth prison.
Yeah, like a youth prison. They send you and
from Windsell.
No, not from Windsor, just from catching a case, getting busted by the laws. You know what I'm saying? Catching cases. Like I had caught a burglary charge and an auto theft charge. So check it out. I had to go to court for a No.
This would be even before high school, so you're like in 8th grade?
This is in middle school.
Wildin'.
So we had broke into this house, and I had caught a charge for that burglary while I was out on bond. And then my homeboy rolls up and picks us up in a stolen car, right? He goes, hey, I want to go throw a cruise. So we're like, fuck it, let's go. So we're rolling. Well, we end up going all the way to San Antonio, bro, just on pure gas runs.
Tripping.
So we're coming back from San Antonio, and we're cutting through Rockport. And homeboy's like, dude, we need to do something. We need gas. So boom, we pull up in a gas station and did the same shit. But what was crazy about this gas station, like not even 2 blocks from the gas stations where the police station's at.
Man, y'all wild.
And this is like at 3 a.m, bro.
Y'all niggas is tripping, bro.
Yeah. So this is like at 3.
Ain't a car on the road, but y'all.
But check this out. I'm like 16 at the time.
You said the car stolen too, right?
Yeah, the car's stolen. My homeboy has stolen.
Ain't a car on the road, but that stolen car.
Hey, Brockport's dead, bro. At 3 a.m.
Dead, nigga.
At 3 a.m.
You better not be caught driving at 3 o'clock in fucking Rockport. I dare you.
Even registered.
Nigga, I dare you, homie.
Yep, you already know.
Nigga,
so
what?
check it out. So as soon as we like burn off and we run that stop sign right there and pass the next stop sign, I look like that because the homeboy that's driving, he's like 26 years old, bro. He's older than us. We're all like 16. Right. You know what I'm saying?
He out of there.
And I look and I just see like maybe like 10 cops all just hanging out in front of the police station, sitting on their cars like nothing, and they just see us. I said, dude, they're gonna come down. Sure enough, you just seen the cars coming, dude. There it was. The chase was on, bro. Mm-hmm. And long story short, we ended up wrecked. They put a roadblock, and my homeboy's like, "What I do?" And homeboy just punched and went at the motherfuckers. And at the last second, the cops pulled like that, and the street curved like this, right? So right when my homeboy tried to turn, the car just kept going straight, skidding like that, and we went into like a field, like a cornfield.
Well,
that's what it was right there. So my homeboy just kept driving through the field, dude. Going like that, and then all of a sudden, I guess where the field was going, it went down like a little embankment.
Yeah.
And we went airborne just for like a split second, and we just hit like that, boom, and the car. It was just the horn was stuck. Hey, I think I must have passed out for like a couple seconds.
That nigga said the horn was stuck.
Yeah.
Hey, calling the laws over here.
Yeah. Hey, check this out. So I'm in the back seat when the whole chase, right? Well, when I come to, I guess I passed out for like a couple seconds because when I woke up, I was like in the floorboard of the front seat, and all the doors are open. All my homies are gone, dog, and the horns just bang, and they just like smoke everywhere. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I get out and I just start running just the opposite direction, right? So I'm telling you, like the fields are high, like it's like cornfield. I don't know what kind of wheat or whatever. Yeah. So I'm just running, bro, and I'm just going nonstop, dude. My feet are getting all cut up. I have shorts from all these like just branches and thorns and shit.
Yeah, y'all was.
And I remember I just ran so far where I just got so tired, dude, I just threw myself and just laid there, bro. And I just didn't. Hey, I didn't even move, and all of a sudden, fucking sunlight starts coming up.
You lying?
And I'm like, what the fuck? And I can still hear the wrecker. I can hear the police like in the distance, and I can hear the whole commotion where they're taking the car, like all this shit going on.
You ran in a circle?
Nah, I'm in this big old field, bro. Like I just ran so far, like because at night you can see where the whole commotion's at. You know?
Right, already.
I just ran, dude, in just darkness where I was running. So finally. This daylight, and I don't hear no cops, I don't hear no record, nothing. So boom, I just start walking towards the side of the road, and it's just this long ass road. So I just start walking, dude, and I see a basketball at this house. So I get the basketball. I'm trying to blend in with the neighborhood, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just walking down the street, bouncing the ball, right, trying to blend in. And here comes, I just see an unmarked car just like pass by, and like I looked, and I said, man, that looks like a fucking law, right? So he takes off and he turns on the street. And then next thing you know, I see him come back, and I see another car, and then just surrounding me. Then
This was still in Rockport?
Yeah, it was still there. It was like not even down the street.
Damn.
It was early in the morning, like probably like 7 in the morning, bro.
And this pre-cell phone, you ain't calling
Yeah,
nobody.
there's nothing, bro. The whole time thinking like, man, how am I gonna? Where the fuck am I at?
Yeah.
I don't even know nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm 16 years old. Hey, and on that day, it was Friday. I had to be home because I had to go to court for the fucking burglary charge. I had court that day.
That morning.
That morning. So the cops get me.
This nigga dribbling the ball down the side of the road, wilding.
Basically supposed to be on the way to court, but you in court dribbling the basketball.
Hey, so check. This is the fucked up part about it, bro. So they take me down to the station, right? So they have me there and shit. And so, well, I guess these motherfuckers had took whatever they found in the car out, right? Because I had a fucking cap on when we had that wreck.
Right.
Well, when they take me into the detective's office or whatever, the hat's on his desk. And I'm like, so I'm looking at it, and I'm like, these motherfuckers got my hat off the car. What the fuck, right? So I'm thinking like, okay, I'm gonna fucking tell him, hey, that's mine. I want my hat. You know what I'm saying?
You tripping.
Hey, so I'm 16. I'm 16 years old, bro. So the cop comes in and he's
this
like,
nigga wilding.
so the cop comes in and he's like, so what's your name? And I'm like,
put
hey.
yourself at the scene.
I was like, hey, can I have my cap at least? And he was like, man, this is one of the guys from the car.
Oh man.
They thought, you know what? They put me in for questioning because I guess a car had just got broken into. Right? So that's why they picked me up.
Wildin',
But you know what it
bro.
was? My homeboy remember I was with 4 other dudes.
Yeah.
Well, my homeboy tried to break into a car
And get out of there.
and it was him that got, but they thought I was him, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, at the end of the story, dude, they caught us all, bro. One after another, they all got popped in that same neighborhood because it was just out in the rural
Random
area.
Mexican.
Yeah.
It was out in the rural area, bro. It's not like there was no school and nothing like that. It was just a rural area, you know what I'm saying? With like maybe 2 or 3 streets of a hood. And they busted
None but
everybody,
white
bro.
folks out there.
We're out of place. That we gone.
I'm talking about out of fucking place, nigga. Like, what's this Mexican dude doing dribbling motherfucking basketball down the road?
So then that's when I got sent to TYC. After that, I caught those 2 cases, and they ran them concurrent, and they said,
they run them concurrent on your motherfucking ass?
What was your sentence? Do you remember?
yeah, they gave me 2 years, but I only did 8 months, and I got out in 8 months.
So at 16 years old, you get a 2-year TYC sentence. Damn.
Yep, and then so I get out, and I'm out 2 months, and boom,
You lying.
fuck up again
You lying.
on another. We broke in the house, me and some fools.
And you're still on like TYC probation?
Yeah, I'm
Hell
on parole.
yeah.
It's parole, like,
Okay,
you know.
already.
And same thing, dude. Fingerprint. So
Nah, they
go
got
back.
you with the fingerprint.
Yep. Because look, we broke in this house, and look, we're so stupid, dude. We didn't even have no ride or nothing. We're at my homeboy's
Niggas walking
crib.
down the street with speakers and shit.
So we get everything out the house, put it in the alley in the back, right?
Man, this
So
nigga
we
crazy.
take off to go get a ride. When we come back,
That shit gone.
shit's gone, dog.
Oh, that shit
Nothing's
gone.
even there. They found
Not
it. I guess the people
nothing.
came home. By the time we found somebody,
Like, why is all our shit in the alley?
yeah, we weren't moving. So I guess they got, well, me and my homeboy got hit on that one because they found both of our fingerprints on all that shit.
Damn.
So when I went to go report for that parole, my parole officer goes, hey, you know you're not leaving, right? I'm like, why? Well, your fingerprint just came back on a burglary on this so-and-so street. And I'm like, oh.
Were you 17 at that time?
No, I was still 16.
Okay.
This nigga tripping.
And then they sent me back, and that's when I had to go do time in the Valley at a halfway house.
That's where y'all
And then
robbed
that's
it?
where I ended up getting my GED at.
Where did y'all?
They
Where did
didn't
y'all?
send you back to? They didn't send you back to TYC. They sent you to a halfway house instead of TYC.
Oh, but look, but in between that time of that time, I ended up going to Miller before I went back the second time.
Okay.
That was all around that time. I went to Miller for the like, dude, not even like 2 months, bro, 3 months, and then I got kicked out. I got kicked out of the whole school district. That's why when
What?
just because I was always fighting, I was always getting into fights, getting suspended, shit like that. I was always fucking up, bro. Like,
And you're already on fucking probation and
Yeah.
parole and shit like that.
like, hey, dude, we're just on some stupid shit. Dog. We would just do shit.
Yeah,
we wouldn't even care what happened to us, bro.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I remember them days, family.
just man.
Just doing whatever.
I remember at Winslow, bro.
Bored than a motherfucker.
I used to do. We used to put in so much work at Winslow. I remember these 2 dudes fucking plotted against me and said, you know what? Fuck this dude, Tone. Let's click his ass. So I was in the hallway getting some paper from my sister in her locker, right? And I feel somebody tap me on my shoulder. And I turn around. I swear, like the cartoons, bro. I just saw like a camera flash. just and everything just got quiet. And I remember I started I was leaning this way. Like I think the dude almost knocked me out. But what happened was when I hit the locker, it woke me up. And when I opened my eyes, I just saw a foot coming like that. And I just grabbed it and just slammed him down. And I started fucking that fool up. Hey, dude, you know what's so fucking funny?
That's crazy.
You know,
and this is at Winfield.
Yeah, it's at Winfield. Hey, but the other dude took off running because the teachers were coming. So I got to get that dude one-on-one, right? So I ended up fucking him up. Well, anyways, back then I had longer hair, bro. I would have combed my hair back.
Yeah.
And my sister goes, man, I'll never forget that day, bro. And I'm like, why? She goes, because when you were fucking that dude up, when the teachers got you off of that fool, he goes, man, your hair was like this. From where it got messed up in the scuffle. She goes, and then you just went like this. And it just all stayed.
That shit went right back to normal.
Oh, so man, we used to wear that fucking Tres Flores back in the day.
That's crazy. So you go to TYC for how long?
That second time?
Yeah.
I think I went back for 6 months. So I was in there 2 months, right? Already 2 months in, and I noticed on my paperwork, because they give you paperwork, you know what I'm saying? It shows you release date and all this shit. Well, on my release day, it didn't have no fucking date. So I'm like, what the fuck? I said, how in the fuck don't I have a release date?
Bro, they hoeing this nigga, man.
Hey, because when you get timing like that, you want to know when you're getting out. At least to know, peace of mind. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, what the fuck? So I told the people there, can you contact my pro officer? I want to talk to him about something. Yeah. So they get him on the phone. And I said, hey, why don't I have a release date?
We know you gonna fuck up in there.
And he goes, well, no. He goes, you don't have a release date? He goes, because the CCISD, they don't want you in the school district. So what are you going to do when you get out? I don't want you getting out and you have nothing to do. So what you need to do is you need to get your GED. So when you get out, you can get to work. You can get a job. So I was all right. He goes, okay. He goes, I'll make you a deal. As soon as you get your GED, you can get out. Ooh. That's what my pro officer. Hey, my pro officer was cool, dude. He made me a slick ass deal.
Say, bro.
I put that on my mama.
I'm trying to get out, man.
Yeah, he told me that straight up.
I'm trying to get out in 3 months.
So he goes, that's why you don't have a release date. So he goes, you'll be there up to however long you take to get your GED. So boom, I enrolled in GED classes.
Promise to God.
And so that was even perfect because when you enrolled then, when you're at the halfway house, the GED classes were at a high school, you know what I'm saying? So you get to leave the fucking place you're at.
Okay, well, hold on. Kind of explain this because I'm kind of getting lost. So whenever you talk to the pro officer, you're still in TYC.
Yeah, I'm at the halfway house.
Okay, so did you ever go back to TYC or you just went straight to the halfway house?
No, straight to the halfway house.
Okay, on the second fuck up, you went straight to a halfway house. You didn't get sent to the actual TYC, just straight to.
Now, the first time I went, what they do is that everybody, if it's your first time in TYC, everybody gets sent to. It's a place called Brownwood Reception Center. And what they do there is they classify you. They put you through psychological. Right. They try to see what kind of criminal you are, and to see what kind of
like an intake unit.
So from there, they send you wherever you're gonna throw your time,
like Giddings and shit like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Already.
And then the second time when I went, it was just a violation. Okay. So he just sent me
to a halfway house.
To where he wanted to send me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I see.
So because he's in charge of me the whole thing. You know.
Was the halfway house from day one that you have kind of like freedom, or you had to do 10 days there before you could leave and shit like that?
There's levels.
Already.
Yeah. So you got to be there for at least 2 months before you could sign out and walk down the street and go to the store.
Already.
Or if you get to a certain level, you could sign out on the weekend, catch the bus, go to the mall. Yeah. But you got to be back by a certain time.
Okay.
Right.
It was live. You go to public school, but we'll go to GED classes. You know what I'm saying? So it was live. It's just like you're at home, but somewhere else.
You were living somewhat of a normal kind of life type shit.
Exactly.
And that's what I'm gonna say. They were putting structure in your life.
Exactly. And that's mainly for nonviolent offenders, though.
Already.
Like if it was fools with it's a lot of people
aggravated robberies and shit like that.
This is more just burglaries, shit like
fucking
that.
Up.
Yeah, fucking up. Not no major shit.
Right.
And so yeah, that's.
Where was the halfway house at?
It was in McAllen.
Oh, already.
It was called the Beetle House.
Already. So you said you going to an actual high school to go to GED classes and shit?
Yeah, it was at a high school, in a portable.
And that was.
But it was after. It was you couldn't go till after 3.
Already.
When you had to go to school at 3.
Yeah. p.m.
no shit.
Because by then the students are
They're regular students.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
you had to go without the students.
Yeah.
Was there adults going with y'all to the GED classes?
Oh yeah,
and shit
like
that?
the GD classes where anybody in the public of that town can
Yeah,
go.
hell yeah.
But we're just mixed in with them. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
hell yeah.
saying?
Y'all were just the people from y'all were the halfway house
Yeah,
people.
because they would ask us that, hey, why do y'all
Oh,
get
God.
dropped? They would ask us, why do y'all get dropped off in that white van? They would tell us. And well, so now we're doing time. We're over here. We're not even from here. I'm from Corpus. This is from H-Town. Some black dude.
Yeah.
He was a cool motherfucker. Hey, dude, you know what's fucked up, dude? This black dude, dog, he was cool than a motherfucker, dog. With this dude, because, hey, dude, you could straight up walk out the door and they won't stop you and you could burn off.
Yeah, you can abscond.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, that's what this dude did one day.
Yeah.
He said he was going to go to the store and he was at that level. He signed up. Well, he fucking burned off and went back to H-Town, right?
tripping.
Well, when this dude went to H-Town, he got murdered, bro. He got murdered, bro. And the staff had a meeting and they, because when they catch you, because there's a lot of people that will take off and what they do, they'll bring you back and they'll add you 30 days. That's your first warning. But that ain't shit. And that motherfucker, I'll take 30 days and be gone for the week.
Yeah, for a week.
Yeah, shit, yeah.
Yeah.
Because we end up doing that too. I met some chicks at the GED class, and we told them, hey, if I give you some fucking money, will you drive us out to Corpus and this and that? And she was like, yeah, hell yeah. So these chicks drove us. It was for my mom's birthday. My mom was like, how'd you get here? Would they let you out? And I'm like, no, I'm on a furlough, weekend furlough.
Okay, so that's what I was going to ask you too. So they did have furloughs and stuff too.
Yeah, but I wasn't there.
You weren't on that level
I
yet?
had
You weren't on
fucked
that
up. I had
level.
fucked up, so they had dropped me a level. But I was mad. I was like, I'm still gonna go. Fuck
So
that.
you absconded basically.
Yeah, so we burned off, me and this dude, and these chicks gave us a ride, and then I stayed out there for about a week. Then I just turned myself back in. I came back, walked in, and they're stupid, dude. They tell you, give us your shoes, like that's gonna make a difference, you know. But
Give
they
me
just
your
this
shoes.
protocol was when you get there, they take your shoes.
I wore these hoopers anyway, nigga.
Hey, but after I did that's when I got to my shit, my GD shit. I started going to my classes. I went for like a whole month straight, took my test. Boom, I passed all my tests, bro.
This was so crazy.
And you know what? And
Hold
I
on,
never
hold
even
on.
been to high school,
This
bro.
was so fucking crazy. So you're telling me, fam, that for 1 month you studied, buckled down, and passed the test, right?
Yep.
Now, and
This
how
was in
long?
1993.
And how long were you there total?
Probably like
At the halfway house.
5 months.
This nigga crazy as hell.
Yeah, like 5 months.
This nigga crazy as hell.
Hell.
Hey, but what's crazy is my mom was telling me, she was like, how did you know all that? Like, because you only went to like a couple months of high school. You know what I'm saying? Because that shit was, hey, bro, I'd say, I don't know. I've always known.
were determined
They've
to-
always told
yeah,
me, like, going to school.
determination.
No, but they've always told me, too, going to school, like, the teachers would always tell me, like, Tone, like, why are you
Like, you
I was
smart,
always
why
like
you
I was
fucking
always the
up?
class
Yeah,
clown.
but yeah.
I was always the class clown,
too,
fucking
dog.
up, doing
Me
stupid
too,
shit. And they're like, you're smart, but you're always, fucking
Fucking
up. You
up.
know, you always want to fucking like make everybody laugh, doing stupid shit. I'm
Right,
like,
right.
that's just the way I was, bro. You know what I mean? And so I guess I always had it in me. You know what I'm saying? I did pay attention. I knew shit. You know what I'm saying?
So
But,
then you
but
get out-
school was just to go hang out. You know
That's
what
what
I'm
I
saying?
was
Yeah,
gonna
that's how I turned. That's what
Yeah.
school wound up being for me, bro.
So the day you get your GED,
Fuck
did you leave that day, or you have to wait like a week? And
Nah,
stuff?
probably like about 2 weeks
Okay.
for them to get all the paperwork done and
I
all
wouldn't
this
give
shit.
a damn. I'd have been like, I passed my shit.
Hey, so check
I'm
this
fucking
out.
gone,
When you
bro.
get out, they
I'm gone, dog.
throw blanket parties. So
Nah, the beat up blanket party
Yeah.
with the soap or what?
just
hands?
just hand it to you.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So they found out everybody found out I was getting out. They're like, all right, oh yeah, we're gonna get you, dog, this and that.
I'm like, all right.
And I'm all right, we're gonna see, fool. We're gonna see.
All right.
So, but I was cool. I was cool with the lady in the front. I said, hey, the 2 nights before I was gonna get out, she let me sleep in the front. Hey, so I was in the front like this. They're all like, you motherfucker. They're all laughing and shit.
Oh, God.
But nah, it was cool. That was fun.
So when you got out, you came straight back to Corpus. You didn't spend no time over there in the McAllen at all.
Nah, I came straight back home.
Already.
That's fire.
Yeah.
That's fire.
Yeah.
Then you came back home. Did you jump right into a job or?
Nah, hell no.
You're still on parole, right? When you come
Hell
home?
yeah.
Yeah, when you come out, you're on parole. I think I was on parole for like another 7 months, and then homeboy let me off because by then I'm already going on 17. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I get off, and then after that, I was out of trouble for a long time, bro. Like, not that I wasn't doing trouble, but I just didn't,
Right.
I just didn't never got caught.
Moving different.
Yeah, I started moving different.
That motherfucking hey, going to jail and doing a little bit of time, especially as a youngster, will definitely change your motherfucking outlook on shit.
And you know what? It
Sometimes
just,
for the best, sometimes for the worst. You know what I'm
You know
saying?
what's crazy? Because I have a lot of friends that do prison time, and they've been there and done it, bro. And man, I thank God I don't even got a felony, bro. Like
Already.
I've got a couple misdemeanors, but they tell me the stories, just everything about prison and shit like that, and it's like, man, bro.
I got one felony on my record, man, and they fucked me. I could have fought it and beat it, but I was so lame to the judicial system, and I was in a small ass town, and I had barely been in Texas. This like really my first time really getting in trouble in Texas.
Yeah.
Bro, I was so scared. Them niggas would have told me to sign whatever. I'd have signed that bitch. King. Them niggas would have been like, say, son, you gonna have to give up your whole left toe, homie. Like, I'd have signed that bitch twice, bro. I did not know no better, bro. So it started off with the hurricane. I want to say Hurricane Ike was on the way. You know what I'm saying? I never been through a hurricane. I take that back. This was my second hurricane. I had went through Rita, right? So
fucking Rita
was crazy, bro. So I went through Rita. Ike came. So I felt like a little more calmer than I did during the first one. But I still wanted to be around people, so I said I'm gonna throw a hurricane party.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? But at this time, I was still wild in my ways a little bit. So I get full of them pills, start tripping, and there ain't no power in the look.
Explain what kind of pills so people know what level you're on.
That's why I started with as soon as he said pills. Like, okay.
You're a dick. Okay, so
pills do different types of shit. You know what I'm saying? So
I had a little phase with them bars. You know what I'm saying? It didn't last long, but I had a little phase with them goddamn bars, bro. So I got on them goddamn bars and got the fucking tripping, bro. And my wife, she was on some like, man, you bugging. And we got to arguing. Mind you, the whole entire time I got people showing up for this hurricane party that I've been planning all day, but I don't remember because I'm fucked up on them goddamn bars, right? So my partner tell me to go pick up some herb for him. I go pick him up a QP, maybe a little more, but then I keep a whole ounce of this. I'm on these bars, bro. Like, I'm tripping. You know
so
what I'm
you
saying?
pinch the sack, but instead of pinching it for like a nickel or dime, you pinch an ounce.
Bro, I take a zipper. I get this nigga three zips. I get this nigga 3 zips.
That ain't a pinch, nigga.
Bro, that's a steal. Man.
How did you get it exactly on the ounce? Did you have a scale?
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
So I pinch a zip from this nigga. He hit me back like Skub. This whole zip, this bitch a zip short, my nigga. And I'm like, what? It's crazy. That nigga gave me an ounce. full of them pills, right? So I'm like, let me go back there, and I know, I'm not sure if he knew. I mean, he had to know, you know what I'm saying, that this was.
But you just all barred out. That's why I want people to kind of understand the level that you on. When you're barred out,
right?
Like,
and I think
it's a different level than just popping some tabs or some shit.
Right,
you know, some hydrocodone or some shit.
And I think he knew like I was on that level, so he was just like what the fuck, you know what I'm saying? Because
you talking about the dealer or the buyer?
The buyer, you know what I'm saying? Because he was like, what the fuck? Because I'm gonna let you like when I would get on them goddamn bars, bro, I would act totally out of character, dog. Like
already,
like just you like, bitch, you gonna come off this shit.
Like I would just act not myself. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like the way I'm acting now, I'm not acting like I'm not
doing fuck shit.
I'm not acting like that. You get on
them bars, you tend to do fuck shit.
I'm not acting like that. You feel me? So he like what the fuck? So I go back to the crib, right? And I got everybody showing up for this fucking hurricane party that I've been planning all day. You know what I'm saying? There's no power in the whole town.
Not even at your house.
There's no power in the whole town, my nigga. And wifey started getting on my ass because I'm slipping, bro. I'm tripping, bro. You know what I'm saying? And so me and her start, you know what I'm saying, arguing and shit. Neighbors call the laws. Laws come to the crib. You know what I'm saying? And I wind up downstairs arguing with the laws, like screaming at the top of my lungs on some like, so you're telling me that I can't have a verbal dispute with my wife in my home? And they like, sir, like, we not saying that, but you screaming at the top of your lungs. There's no power. Like, people call the laws on you. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I just keep on reverting back to the same fucking sentence, my nigga. Like, so you telling me that I verbally can't accost anybody I want to? And sir, we're not saying that. You know what? Just go ahead and put your hands behind your back. Whole time I got this man ounce in my pocket, man. You know what I'm saying? These people never checked me. Nothing. All they did was like, sir, put your hands behind your back. Put the handcuffs on me. My partner is like trying to like pull me away from the laws, but I want to argue with these people so fucking bad, bro. You know what I'm saying? So they just put the handcuffs on me, throw me in the car, and take me to jail. When they pull me out the car, at the jail and search me, they pull the weed out. And they like, you tried to sneak this in. And I was like, no, I didn't plan on coming to jail today. Like,
right?
Like, I didn't wake up this morning to be like, let me hold this ounce just in case. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? They weren't trying to hear it. Now, what's so crazy about this is the whole entire time after, okay, so it was a lady cop. She was a bitch. So she feels on my side pocket. She find the zip, and she stopped searching me. She just stopped searching me. Like, she felt like she won the jackpot, hit the lottery, stopped searching me. Whole entire time, I still got more in my pocket, and I got controlled substance in my motherfucking pocket, bro. You know what I'm saying? But she stopped searching me. So I pulled my motherfucking cigarette. She's like, what else you got in your pocket? Whatever you got in your pocket, pull it out. So I pull out my cigarette pack, and I place it on the desk that's in front of me, but that sits a little higher than what I do, and I set my shit down. And as I set that shit down, I set it down. I have the controlled substance in a baggie in my thumb, which I don't know. Like, I'm not paying attention. I pull it out all in one motion and set it on the motherfucking table. You know what I'm saying? As she's writing her motherfucking paperwork. It's my cigarettes and a baggie of controlled substance on this lady desk in her face, bro. Fuck. And she doing this now. And I'm like, fuck, man. When I notice the shit, my heart fucking like sinks into my asshole, and I just put my hand on it like I don't know what I'm doing type shit. Just throw my hand out there, you know what I'm saying, over the bag, pull it back on some like, try to play it up, throw my hand back in my pocket, and she hit me with the, pull your hands back out of your pocket. You don't got nothing else in your pocket? I was like, no, ma'am, I was cold. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I got to the motherfucking jail cell, flush everything, bro. And luckily got away with just that one fucking charge. Contraband.
Hey, but it's just crazy how they didn't even like worry or suspect. Like, what if this dude has something, bro? Right?
Like, they didn't even search me before they put me in the car, my nigga.
I guess they're just so caught up in the situation and why they were there. That's
bro,
it.
Now this was so crazy. If I would have fought the shit, you know what I'm saying? I definitely could have got the shit dropped down from a felony to a motherfucking misdemeanor.
Yeah.
For shit, sure. But I was so scared, nigga. You know what I'm saying? That how everything went down and everything occurred. I was so scared. I was just like, I'm glad you got through that shit. I don't want nothing to do with this shit no more. You know what I'm saying? And I wound up catching a contraband and a penal facility charge for that herb, man, and which is a felony, nigga. Because they told me that I should have told them that I had the weed on me before we pulled inside. I said,
Motherfuckers ain't thinking like that though.
Bro, who is?
Right? You trying to fucking hide the shit and get away.
Like, bro, I didn't even remember I had the shit on me until the lady patted my motherfucking shit. I didn't even know I had the shit on me. Yeah, that's how I got that, and that's the only and the only one I'll ever get, unless these niggas keep playing with me and my kids. You play with me and my motherfucking daughters, nigga, I promise to God I'll catch a couple of them hoes, and instantaneously. Play with me if you want to. You know what I'm saying?
Shit. Tone, for those, I interviewed Tone a couple of months back.
I remember.
For those that haven't caught it yet or didn't get to watch it yet, let's talk about a little bit about starting a record label and starting 361 Records again. Skub, they don't know if Skub got the sauce, so let's talk about it again since we like kind of on like same platform but a different platform.
But what gave you that? What gave you the spark to be like, oh, you know what, fucking Corpus needs a 361 Records? Like, what even gave you the idea? Like, where did it even come from?
Well, up until that point, like what you're talking about, so I was already doing music for a while up until that point because
We'll start there then. What got you into the music?
Into the music, just friends in the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying?
And
coming across people that were writing music.
Is this after prison?
No, I never. Well, it wasn't prison.
After the TYC?
Yeah, TYC, yeah. After the TYC, yeah, it was probably about. I was like 19.
Okay.
Yeah, 19 when I started fucking around with the music. So by then, even at 19, I already have a son too.
And who was your influences at 19 with this music shit?
Like music I would listen to?
Yeah.
Like A-Ball, MJG.
Come on. Talk that
3 6 Mafia.
Yeah.
Of course, like the West Coast stuff, Snoop, Dre, Biggie, NWA.
Okay, so yeah,
stuff like that.
You got the bug.
Even too, like I remember when I was in TYC. I remember when I did get to that level when I would be able to take furloughs to come to my mom's on the weekends. Yeah. Right. On the way home from the Valley to Corpus, I would be fucking jamming out that Gangsta Nip that where he's like robbing in the front.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I was on that shit, dude. So I can imagine at 16 years old listening to that shit, dude. That shit was a trip,
and that's like psychopath rap.
Yeah,
type
that's
shit. Psychotic rap.
So I grew up listening to a lot of shit like that. Scarface, Ghetto Boys.
It's like I was on like,
Spice One.
Thing is because I think it's a location thing, man. Because I was really on like weed music, nigga. Cypress Hill and motherfucking Bone Thugs and
Dayton Family.
Oh, I remember the Dayton Family. Yeah, classic.
But it's because like I guess it's more. Well, I don't know. It's just the way it was around here. You know what I mean? The culture. But
okay, so that's who you was jamming.
Yeah.
Okay, so that influenced you to start and get in your bag.
Yeah, and then one of my homeboys, Mingo, he was always around me, and he always was writing and stuff, and I never really asked him, and then that's what he got me into it, and then slowly but surely we just started, making mixtapes for the hood, just friends and family, just like cassettes and stuff, rapping over instrumentals.
Yeah. And
then that's how it all started. But 361, I came up with the name because around that time's when like Master P had the 504 Boys.
Yeah.
And, all that stuff popping around that time. Yeah. So I was like, you know what? That's when I thought about 361. And, Corpus had just switched over from 512 to the 361.
Oh, no shit. So 361 wasn't always Corpus.
Nah. It used to be, we used to share with Austin.
Austin.
Yeah.
You're lying.
Yeah. We used to share the same area code as Austin.
So when it switched over to 361, I jumped on that. I said, you know what?
That's crazy.
I'm gonna start up a label called 361 Records. You know what I'm saying? And that's how we started. Well, me and Andy started it.
So when was 512?
Like in the 90s,
early or mid?
Yeah, like in 94.
It probably didn't switch to probably like 97, 98, right?
Yeah, so niggas was like 512 around this bitch.
Yeah, it was 512 originally.
So it's like some old school niggas that got some 512 tattoos around this.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's live, nigga. Originals.
Yep.
That's ill. So you jump on the 361 thing and do the 361 Records.
Yep.
And did who was some of the artists that were under the label, like not unofficially, not officially, just just rep that bitch. That was official and unofficial, goddamn.
Yeah, it started with me, my homeboy Days. He went by Days Cutter. My homeboy South Coast, Lil Mac. His name's Jacob, but we call him Little Mac or J Smooth. And who else? My homeboy Sick. He was a dude from Saki area. And that's originally how we started it. And then later on, I started making music with like the Porno P's, Dollar Bill, Jimmy and Smiley and them. And then from then I went on to more artists throughout the years. I always kept switching it up, but when me and Andy started it, we had like about 10 artists at the time.
That's crazy.
And we're, man, and back then, like, we're really pumping music out. Like, we're doing shows. We're very active, dude. Corpus, the music scene was very active, bro. Like, the support was there, too. It was a whole different scene back then than it is now.
That's crazy.
Like, back then, there was actually, like, you go to do a show at a club, like, hey, that bitch is packed and sold out. Like,
everybody at that bitch.
It's not just, a small amount of people, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking about a lot of people in that bitch, you know what I'm saying? And that's back then, we would roll up in limos and, that whole, because that's the way it was.
That was yeah, that's crazy. So, them boys was
and my homeboy, there was this dude, he would manage, like, he managed the Lollapalooza and stuff like that. He was our manager, and he would tell us, always make everything seem bigger than what it is.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? So we took advantage of that, you know what I mean? Like, so we'll show up to concerts with limos and everybody just, just doing what we got to do, you know what I mean, to look. Just to catch people's eye, you know what I'm saying, on the way in.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was cool. It was a fun time, bro. Very fun time.
That's crazy. Did y'all get to open up for anybody?
Yeah, we did numerous of shows, dude. Like,
man, name some of the people y'all got to open up for.
Of course, everybody opened up for SPM.
That's crazy.
Zero. Who else? 8-Ball MJG, we opened up for them in Austin. Who else? Just a bunch of local shit too.
That's crazy.
I know there's more than that, dude. But
it was say 8-Ball and MJG, bro. That's legendary, man.
Hell yeah.
Bro, ain't nobody saying no shit like
too?
that, bro.
You know who was there too? The Roots and Rage Against the Machine was there,
bro.
Damn.
Yeah, it was like in this big open, like a field.
Black Thought is probably one of the greatest MCs to ever walk planet Earth, nigga.
Who's that?
The lead rapper from The Roots, nigga.
Oh, yeah. Fuck, yeah. The Roots go hard, bro.
The lead rapper from The Roots.
And you know what's crazy? I had never heard of them
Thought,
until that time. And then when I did my research, even Rage Against Machine, dude, I was like...
Oh, Rage is...
I was like, man, who in the fuck are these fools? And I started jamming them after that.
Yeah, it was like rock shit, right? Yeah.
Rock rap, nigga.
Rock rap.
It's a rock rap, nigga. It's a mesh, nigga.
Damn.
And it's a beautiful mesh, nigga.
It has like so fire. Shit too.
It's so fire, bro.
It is. Yeah.
If
you never heard it?
Anybody is out there, bro.
Just check it out.
If anybody is out there right now, bro, and y'all haven't had a chance to go and listen to Rage Against the Machine, man, I highly recommend that you just go ahead and just take a good 10 minutes out of your 24-hour day, bro. And just go give them boys a quick little gander, nigga. Cause them boys, I
like all kinds of music.
You could, I would definitely say that Rage was definitely a voice of the 90s.
Yeah,
a voice, one of the voices of the 90s. So yeah, go definitely check them niggas out. That nigga said Rage, bro. That's classic. The Roots, nigga. That's legendary, bro.
Hell yeah.
SPM, dog. Like,
what got you into music?
I mean,
how long you been doing it?
I mean, I've been doing music my whole life, bro. That shit is embedded in my DNA, bro.
Hell yeah.
My mom, my mom sings like an angel. My grandma, legendary singer, bro. And
so it's in your family.
It's in my family. It's in my blood, bro. Like
yeah, my dad and his brothers, they had a studio and they had a group called the Corona, but it was like Tejano music.
Come on.
And my uncle Felix, after that, he started a record label again, but he was doing like Christian music for the church that he would attend.
That's fire. That's how
he switched.
That was my grandma. My grandma did gospel music, sang in the church, but she was like people would come to see her. You know what I'm saying? Type shit.
Running a record label had been done in your family before.
Yeah.
That's fire.
Really? Did you like actually see like your uncle doing it? Like
when I was young, I'd go over there with my dad, and they'd be there drinking and singing and with their accordions. Yeah, they'll be there playing like just partying and playing, and while they're partying, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, hell yeah.
But they wouldn't let us go in the studio though. That's one thing. My uncle did not let no kids in the studio, so I never got to. I would look in there, I would see the equipment and stuff, right. but they would actually bust out like actual cassettes. You know what I'm saying? Like this was back like in. Man, this is like late 80s.
Yeah, 87
you know what I'm saying? Late 80s, yeah. Because I was born in 77.
Oh, really?
You know what I'm saying? So growing up and seeing that, you know what I mean? So,
and how far, what's the age gap between you and your uncle that had the studio? Is it like a fucking significant gap or?
Yeah, because they were born like in the 50s.
Yeah, okay. Oh, so they was on they was on that music.
Yeah, man. I just shared a picture on my Facebook with my dad and all his brothers, and if you look at them, they're full of like some cartel foods, dog.
And they was the 50s music. 50s music was different, bro.
And not only that, down the street from 2 houses down from my dad's house, that's where Ruben Naranjo lived, and he's like a big figure in the Tejano scene. Like he's won awards and shit, and he lived 2 houses down from my dad. So that's how my dad and them got into music, because of that dude. They grew up with him, went to school with him, and that dude was actually like doing videos. I don't know if he was with Freddie Records or who, but he was signed to a label, and like he actually made music. With Bobby, like all these other Tejano artists. You know what I'm saying? Like, so my dad and them were like always partying with that fool. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's how they got into the music.
They saw that it could be done.
Yeah, that they could be done.
What did your dad and your uncles think about you doing the 361 records?
Well, none of my uncles ever came to none of my shows. After me getting older and being at that age, right. I didn't really talk to them or anything like that. But my dad, he went to a couple of my shows.
That's fire.
So he went. It wasn't his type of stuff, but he would just go to support me. You know what I'm saying? That's my son. Right. He was proud. You know what I'm saying? So that's fire. He was fortunate. I was fortunate.
You got to see the studio and all that. Yeah, that's ill, dog. Yeah. Get to see his legacy getting carried on.
But what's crazy? Like I never made music with that in mind. Like, I saw them doing it type shit. Like
you never do.
Yeah, like
you never do.
You don't think of it like that. It's just in your blood.
You never do.
Yeah.
Because when I look back, that's when I snapped. Like, you know what? Yeah, my uncle and them did do music and this and that. Like when I finally realized it, I was like, it was crazy, just in us. You know what I'm saying? And then music was part of all our lives growing up, bro. That's all we had. Just being in our room with the radio, with the window open. You know what I'm saying? Just jamming out, smoking with some friends, and that's all it was. I remember I go to spend the night at my homeboy's house. I take my whole damn 3-piece radio with me, with my CDs and everything, just to go.
Blank tapes and all.
Yeah, that was the main thing.
Blank tapes and all,
music,
nigga.
You know what I'm saying?
Ready to hit that record button on a moment's notice, nigga. Got the game.
Everywhere I went, they would tell me, "Hey, bring your stereo, bro." And all the time, I was like if I was like equipment and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like crazy.
Talk about how music has changed from as far back as you can remember to now. And when I say music has changed, I don't mean just the sound of music. I'm talking about just everything about it. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe do you remember fucking 8-tracks, my nigga?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I remember that was being in cars too.
Mm-hmm. I remember them hoes being in my grandma's car, man.
Hell yeah.
And my grandpa's car. 8-tracks, man.
Some big motherfuckers.
That bitch look like a goddamn Nintendo cartridge, nigga.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. That's probably why Nintendo got the idea.
Oh God, that bitch was a Nintendo cartridge. You put that bitch in your shit to listen to music, man.
Man, life's a trip, bro.
And then I seen 8-tracks, reel to reels, records.
Yeah, because I remember even ADATs. Remember ADATs?
ADATs, nah.
Making music with ADATs, the VCR tapes.
Oh, that's crazy.
Like when we first started 361, that's what we had. We had to buy like 3 or 4 ADATs because
that's crazy.
every tape only had so many tracks on it. And then you'd have to go like each tape has 8 tracks, so you have to buy another one. It's another 8 tracks, and then another one for another 8 tracks. So sometimes you'd have to use 3 fucking ADATs for one song. You know what I'm saying? Straight up,
and
bro.
I know them motherfuckers weren't cheap.
Nah, dog.
Hell nah.
So imagine now you got all these fucking tapes. Like that's how it was before it went digital.
Where would y'all buy those ADAT things at?
At the
Radio Shack shit?
Well, not the Radio Shack, but the music store.
Oh, right.
Whatever it was, sound whatever it was.
Sound vibration.
So you telling me like in order to layer a beat.
Yeah, like the actual equipment, right? It has like the VCR, like where you put it in, right?
Yeah.
And then right here in the bottom, it'll have 1 through 8. And then you just press the first track, number 1, and it lights up. And then when you press record, it's recording on that track. And then you go to the next track, press that one, and undo the other one. And it's like recording it in layers on the tape.
Nigga.
That's crazy.
That's how, and look, and you can even go, if you fuck up, you go back over and just re-record over it.
That's crazy.
But there were ADAT tapes. That's how we did it.
Who was engineering this shit?
Me and Andy.
Damn,
me and Andy did everything. Just me and him.
Learning on the fly, reading the book.
Yeah, just however we picked up on shit, just doing it our way.
You gotta remember, this ain't no fucking YouTube days,
yeah,
nigga.
There's no YouTube. So we're just doing it our way, figuring it out. And then we find out that we're doing it like the fucking, they just say, me and you go to H-Town, I know the hour, like they just say 2-hour way, and you knew the hour way.
Right.
We're doing it the long way. You know what I'm saying?
The longest way
we're like,
possible,
so
right?
when somebody finally came and showed us like, what's up?
Yeah.
We're like, what?
Damn.
We're fucking doing it wrong the whole time. But
knocked the whole hour
but
off.
it still sounded good because we made it sound good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And y'all learned both ways.
Yeah, both ways. So it really don't matter how you learn because it's all about how you tweak it. You know what I'm saying?
Man, that's crazy.
That's how I learned how to make beats too. Like I never knew how to make beats, so I would have Dollar Bill come to my house and make beats, and I would pay him, right? So what I would do, I'd buy all the equipment, and I would just bring producers in, because my whole thing was like, I don't want to buy no beats from nobody. I want them to make it in my studio, so when they leave, they're not leaving with the beat either. You know what I'm saying? So this beat ain't gonna be resold, or ain't nobody else gonna have it. So I'll get them to work in my studio. And I'd watch Dollar as he's making it. I'm just watching him the whole time, just schooling. So when he leave, there I go start messing with it. And by the time you know it, I start making beats too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, nah, this is easy, bro. It's just, but like I said, I didn't know how to play notes. Like I didn't know the whole. I played by ear. Just whatever sounded good to me. And
that's fucking insane.
It's fun, but I think it's better like that.
Yeah, it's that. I feel
but now I want to learn the keys because you can get more melodic with it. But I don't know.
You can get Scott Storches with that button.
Yeah, exactly.
You know the keys. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's fucking.
I've made some bangers, bro. I made some bangers.
That's
I'll
crazy.
let you. We'll pick a day where you can go through some beats and I'll hook you up on one. You gotta get on some Heat by Tone, bro.
Hell yeah.
Some Heat by Tone.
I'm gonna hold you to that one, bro.
I remember one time. You remember that dude G, the one who passed away?
Yeah.
Well, I remember he was at a studio one time and he invited me over.
God bless him.
RPG, man. Like he was a cool cat, dog.
Yeah.
And I went to the studio and Smoke was there. Smoke beats. And I guess they had heard that I was making beats, right? Because I just came out of nowhere because everybody knew I rapped and shit like that, but I never made beats. Nobody knew me for making beats. So when I showed up over there, I had like a CD full of beats that I had made. So I started playing them for him and Too Swift and G that was there, right?
Yeah.
And Smoke was all like, damn, like they're good and they're on tempo. And I'm like, what the fuck do you like?
What are you saying?
You thought I was gonna come over here with some off tempo shit? Like, like, man, come on! Not no disrespect to Smoke, but I'm just like, I'm very precise when it comes to everything. I want the best of everything, bro. You know what I mean? When you pour into shit, and that's how I set the standard in my label. You know, at 361, like. You know, everything has to be tight. The image, the music, the beats, the engineering, the artwork, everything has to look the right look. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just more, it was real calculated to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And when you got a vision, you got a vision. You know what I'm saying? And you attack it.
1,000%.
But yeah, I love working in the studio, bro.
What's some, you got any up and coming things, any work Working the works.
Well, I'm not really like, you know, promoting shit right now or anything, but I have, like, I make beats all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't post it up. There's every now and then I'll go live for a little bit real quick, but there's a lot of stuff I got cooking. I'm sitting on a lot of beats right now, but I want to get to a certain point because once I get the right amount of beats, then I want to start picking beats and picking. You know what I want to do is I'm just gonna put another album together.
Yeah.
And I want to showcase who I want to showcase that I think is put on for the city, and not even
DJ Khaled, this motherfucker.
Yeah, not even like just people that are doing something, but people that I think sound good, but they just don't have don't have the means to get out there,
right? Like
and give them a platform to.
I think that's another thing too. Motherfuckers need to stop trying to make music that they think will look good together, and then motherfuckers need to start making music that will sound good together.
Yeah, that's a difference.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of niggas that look the part, and when them niggas link up, it looks good.
Yeah,
but it's just it don't sound that good. Everybody doing that, or it's whatever. But when you got motherfucking two niggas that you would never expect to link up in a million years, and them niggas link up, and that shit sounds fucking fantastic, nigga, that's a different feeling for the listener, nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, yeah, I feel that. I'm with that type of shit all the way. Yeah, if you got any type of new music coming up or new projects coming up.
Yeah, I got a new, me and my brother-in-law, well, he's my ex-brother-in-law, but we still brother-in-laws.
Already.
It's still fam. My brother-in-law, I don't know if y'all know him, Lito, Alvis.
Already.
Yeah, that's my brother. Me and him, a long time ago, we did an album called Texas Titans. And
that's why.
he wants to do Texas Titans too. He's telling me, like, hey, let's do this. So I'm going to go ahead and do that with him. And I don't know who we're going to feature or what, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to throw some of my beats on there.
Come on.
That I know we're gonna have that cooking, and then I still need to put out my solo project. You know what I'm saying? That's really what I want to focus on. That's when, you know, but I want to produce everything. You know what I'm saying? I want to do it all in house.
Right.
And there's a couple people I got in mind that I do want to feature and see if they're down to work. But that's basically it. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to do anything real big. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I do want to put something out there, some new material for people to peep out. You know what I'm saying? And live with the results, see what the city thinks. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. I can't remember if I asked this last time, but did y'all ever do like any features with 361 Records, like bring any artists down or go to H-Town? Or I think you had.
Well, I bought a bunch of features.
Yeah, said the one with Young Red or something, right?
Yeah, I bought features from like Young Red, from of course that, you know, that dude Rashid, Trey the Truth.
Really?
Yeah, and I actually gave Life that verse.
Yeah, I remember you were saying that. Hell yeah.
I gave it to Life, and he put it out. I don't know. Him and what's that dude's name came out on it? What's Murph's brother's name?
Junebug.
Yeah, Junebug, I think is on it with him.
Oh, really?
That's crazy.
Yeah. Because I never did nothing with it, you know what I'm saying? I just had it there.
Just had it, yeah.
It was a sick verse, and there's just
I fucking love Trey, bro. I love Trey the Truth.
There was a time where I just had a layoff, bro. Like, I had some things going on in my life, and you know what I said? I said, fuck music, fuck everything. I need to focus. I need to, recenter my life and just redo everything, you know what I mean? And it's fixed a lot of stuff I need to fix in my life, and then boom. Thanks. Then I was ready for it. Because if music, you got to be there mentally, you know what I'm saying?
No, 100%.
And if you're not, it's not going to come out of you, you know what I'm saying? When you got other shit on your mind, so.
100%.
That's basically what I was going through at that time, but now everything's good, so. Ready to do something, but not
I feel that.
Full fledged, but still do something.
No, I feel that. That's I'm
because there's only so much I'm gonna, like if I could find somebody that's young and I feel is worth putting some money into, I would.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? But me, shit, I'm already, like I said, I'm in my 40s. You know what I'm saying? And
we all.
I know I ain't gonna. I ain't gonna try to go on a tour or try to do something big, you know.
Right. No craziness. Yeah,
If I could, I could. If I wanted to.
Right.
My priorities are not
exactly.
They're not that deep with that.
Right.
You know, like I'm more focused on other things right now.
Some grown man shit
but
right now.
I still want to do music,
of course.
You know what I'm saying, and I'm gonna get it done. So
yes.
But me, I'm a jack of all trades. I can have like 10 things going on, and I'll be doing them all.
Yeah,
you know, all at one time.
I'm the same way. I can't be
Fuck
still,
it.
bro. All right, man. So before we get out of here, man, gotta ask this question, bro. And I want an honest answer from the soul, bro. I need your top 5 favorite rappers out of Corpus, bro, of all time. Of all time. Top 5. And I don't want them in no specific order, not like, oh, this one more.
Yeah,
and this
5.
is your top 5. Not oh, why didn't you say me in this? Because I wasn't thinking about you, nigga. This was my top 5. Your top 5 of all time, Corpus Christi.
Top 5, Corpus Christi. Well, I mentioned it last time. I always include Flatline because for the simple for the simple fact is like I knew him personally for one.
Right.
And that dude was not just a rapper, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like he comes from the same background that I come from, you know what I'm saying? And like he was the real deal. Whatever he spoke on his music was trill spill, like real talk, you know what I'm saying? Like not saying that that's what music has to, you know, that has to meet the criteria,
right.
But he was one of the real ones that, you know, he was not a phony when, you know, he spoke about things. So, and it's just the lifestyle that I come from, and so I just love that type of music.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I could relate to it. So I would definitely have to say Flat, bro. He put on for the city big time, so he always gets my respect all the time. And number 2, or not number 2, but just another person, I would have to say, man, this is a tough one, bro.
Yeah.
Because I want to make sure I'm thinking everybody
clearly, right.
everybody that I've ever came across or just heard or whatever. I don't even need to know them.
Right. And then again, this is your fuck everybody else. This your top 5, not nobody else's. So we got Flatline.
Man, bro. I know Loudmouth's up there.
Who's that?
Loudmouth.
Loudmoutha? Yeah.
Yeah, I give him some credit.
Loudmoutha.
I've always been a fan of Loud. He knows that.
Yeah, I am too.
And man, there's people there.
Like that
I know
nigga's
there's
creative.
people there in my mind. Hold on.
Loudmouth's creative, bro. That's what I like about that nigga. He's creative as fuck.
Yeah, I like his wordplay. I like his creativity.
Yeah,
like,
he's creative. I like him.
Man, dude, it's a tough one, dude. It's like I'm trying to think of artists, bro, and it's like,
I like that.
Man, there's no weed around. I like Life the G.
Okay.
I'm not biased either. Like I'm just.
Yeah, there's no bias. This is no particular order. Nothing. It's just
that's 3.
It's just your 5. Now it might change. Yeah.
Dude, where in the fuck did all these rappers go? In my mind.
For real.
It's that put on the spot.
I feel like the rapper landscape changes like every 5 years here.
Yeah. Feel that.
You know what? I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. You know who I think's a badass fucking rapper, dog? That when he and I've said this so many times in the past, bro. Fucking Boyo. Like,
already.
Hey, Boyo, bro. Me and that dude. You know, we've had problems before. You know what I'm saying? And for me to say that, like, because I know the shit that we did in the studio, like, man, there'll be times where he would write something, and then I would tell him, you know what? you know, he knew how to take constructive criticism. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, he knew, like, that's why, like, when I work with people in the studio, I like, not that I know more than them, but I'm a producer, bro.
Right.
I know how to work with artists and bring out the best out of people. You know what I'm saying? And man, if I show you certain songs that I worked with Boyo on, I know if I had the right enough, like the connections and the money,
right,
those songs could have been hits. You know what I'm saying? Real talk.
That's right.
So I think with the right people, Boyo can be a very, very good artist, but you know, he's his worst enemy. You know what I'm saying? Real talk.
Already.
But yeah, I got, as far as his Boyo as a rapper, yeah, I think he got talent when it comes to wordplay and stuff like that and delivery.
Fire.
That's 4 right there, right?
Yeah,
so it's
4.
Flatline, Loud, Life, and Boyo.
Yeah.
One more.
Yeah.
One more.
Y'all make sure y'all follow us, man. Ride Not Podcast on all
you know who?
platforms.
Fucking O'Shea.
Who's that?
Fucking from with Vic and them with OTK. I don't know if he's still down with them or what, but Mac Entertainment, O'Shea.
I don't know who that is,
Me
but
neither.
whoever that is, shout
Man,
out
dude,
to them.
him and Bo and what's his name? Bub G made a song.
Y'all already.
Yeah, nigga Bub nice.
Man, they went
Shout
off.
out to Bub, man.
But now, like, that dude got some, O'Shea. Like, he got some for real. It's crazy, dude, because, like, do you think about O'Shea, that dude is very talented. Like, if you were to hear his music, you'll be like, man, this is one of the ones that, you know, can make it. Like a Gabe Parker.
Oh,
you know,
shit.
Gabe Parker's up there, too.
Hell yeah.
But Gabe Parker's just a different type of artist. I don't know if you consider him a rap artist.
Right.
But, you know, he's very talented, too. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's fire. That's
So,
your
yeah.
5 with an honorable mention. You know what I'm saying? That's your 5 with an honorable mention. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's live, man. Nah, I appreciate you coming through the fuck with
I appreciate you. Hey,
real, man.
man, I'm always doing shit, so I was like, you know, why not? Let's go do this podcast, chill, hang out, talk. Like,
Of course,
it's good
man.
to get away from the busy life that we're out here doing every
Shoot
day.
the
Like,
shit,
yeah,
reminisce a little bit.
yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? That's what Off the Kush is about, man.
Hey, but shout out to all the new artists out there. I've been peeping a lot of these new young cats. Like, some of them be sounding tight, bro. I like it. You know what I'm saying? Their work ethic, doing videos and shit like that is tight.
You know what I be loving, bro? Again, you know, I'm an old head now. That's what they call us. I'm an old head now, so I like these youngsters that got that old head feel.
Yeah.
Them youngsters that have that new lingo, but with the old school feel, I like that shit.
Yeah, that's probably what it is. You know what? You nailed it. That's probably what it is for
I
me.
like
What
that
I
shit.
catch out there. Yeah,
I like that shit.
yeah, because there's some shit
bro.
that you're hearing like, oh hell no.
Yeah.
Like,
Man, before we get out of here, I got one more question for you. Me and Skub were talking about earlier the difference in the like rap game back then as to what it is now. Back then, you press up 1,000 copies and then
you
you
just
sell
saw
them for $10, $15. You wholesale some to a music store. As to now waiting on streams and having to send people to a link and have them stream a certain amount of streams before you can even make $1 off this shit.
Yeah.
What do you feel about like the way that like that shit's changed?
Fuckery,
Robert just passed away. R.P. Robert Gilliman from Southwest
oh yeah,
Wholesale.
R.I.P. I seen that.
man. All right,
yeah.
man.
Man, it's harder for them now because if
They fucked
man,
the game
like
up.
now it's way harder
Bro,
for
they
them.
fucked the
They made
game
it so
up.
hard that you know what? If you ain't, man, it's just so much criteria you got to meet.
Basically, got to go viral.
Yes,
That's it. That's
and
it.
if you're not and you ain't relevant, you getting swept under the rug with everybody else.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying. If you're not a part of something big or got connections or something, and somebody's
hard.
helping you out, you know, you're gonna have to be at it for years consistently and hoping, like, you know, like Mexican OT. Look, he's been doing it for a while.
Hell yeah.
And there's artists that been doing it for so long, and then people hear about him for the first time, but they're like, nah, this dude's been on the
hell
grind
yeah.
years. You know, not only just him, but just a lot of other people. Like, so if people can stay consistent enough and stay relevant through a long period of time, and that's what's hard.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because
For
it
sure.
costs money, bro. At the end of the day, to be in the music game, if you ain't got no money, you got no business in the
hard.
motherfucking.
It's hard.
It's hard. Like, you know,
All the
if you're just looking for some plays and some recognition for people in your city, family and friends, then hey, go for buying all means. Do it, whatever. You know, because that's what
trying to make money. You trying to what they call recoup.
Yeah, and
you got to put some money.
Do y'all know anybody in the city that's really recouping music money?
Man, the only person I could probably think of off the top of my head would probably be like a Lil Ro. Maybe like Lil Ro or somebody like that. He got like albums with like Burner and a bunch of them dudes from like California. So I know he's like generating income like
from plays and shit like that. Yeah. Because their projects are already out there.
Exactly. From
and
all
he's been doing it for a while. You know what I'm saying?
Not even from like doing shows. I'm
Cali and all
his
that
catalog and shit like
that.
That
nigga Vino.
Yeah, hell yeah. Probably hell yeah.
That nigga Vino, that nigga's with BSS.
See, and that's the thing that I think that Corpus is lacking is the whole business side to everything.
Yeah, hell yeah, exactly.
You know, because everybody,
the talent's here.
Like what I like about Corpus is that you see new artists and these people are coming out with videos, and so you see the work ethic and you see that they're taking the necessary steps, you know, to be seen, but it's like you're not monetizing nothing though.
Yeah.
So it's like, is this a front?
Yeah.
Or are you really trying to do something? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And because everybody knows what this city's about. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's what I'm waiting to see for the next artist that's going to push Corpus to that next level. Is like, who's going to take it that serious to really be consistent enough and to not think and to think outside the box and not just Corpus.
Right.
Because everybody bases like if Corpus is the world and it's not.
Yeah, hell yeah.
It's not. You know what I'm saying? You got to think, and that's why I respected people like
We were just having this conversation.
You know, like Flat, he was always out, you know, going out of state and shit like that, you know, and that's what people need to do, you know what I'm saying? And you need to hit the road, bro. It takes a sacrifice, you know what I'm saying? And I remember when I was talking to Trey the Truth one time, he goes, yeah, like, they hit the road for like 8 months.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they wouldn't even come home until after that. Yeah. And then the rest of the time they chill in the studio doing it, and then they hit the road again. And I don't see nobody doing that really, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not talking down on nobody, but it's just like
fact shit.
People just need to. If it's just on some local shit, then okay, it's on some local shit. Just you know what I'm saying, and ain't nothing wrong with that. But if they're trying to take it to the next level, then you know that's what it's gonna take. You know what I'm saying? Go pay top dollar for a fucking major feature, and put that money in and try to make it go viral, and then from there stay consistent with that.
Yeah.
And keep matching it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's why I say it's gonna take money. After that, you got the back door with another major feature. Back door with another major feature. And so I think that's what it's gonna take for somebody, you know, to take it to the next level in Corpus. You're gonna have to go get a big name artist that's popping and put the money behind it, and then pay him some extra money to share it on his Instagram and make a video. And then you're gonna have to backdoor it with another, and you're gonna have to just keep it coming.
Yeah.
That's why I say it takes money, and it could be done that way.
Yeah.
Is that easy?
Or get the hot feature and basically come with some hot ass songs after the feature, because that's what OT did.
That too, yeah.
He had the feature with basically Paul Wall that blew him up to where now the songs that he comes out with without features are just as hot as the song that he had with the feature. Yeah. So that's
and you know
another
what?
step.
And the hit songs just have to be just like bouncy.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like hood, you know, just man, dude, it's easy to make hit music, bro.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So easy, bro. The simple shit. Don't even think too hard on it. Just whatever comes to mind. All right, let's
that's
go.
What, and those,
ride with that idea right
those
there.
are the hits. The ones that aren't. It's the simple shit.
Yeah, just okay. What? All right, that's the hook. We're gonna ride with that. Just boom, everybody go hard.
Yeah, man.
That's the fun part. But yeah.
Again, man, I
shout out to everybody
you
though, for real.
Man, for real, bro. We definitely got some shit in the works, man. Y'all definitely be on the lookout for my little EP coming out soon, man. This shit gonna be fucking bananas, bro. I got some dope ass producers fucking on my shit, bro. It's fucking nice. I'm excited, man. I might drop the pre-release tonight, man.
Oh hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I might, you know what I'm saying? See how it goes, you know what I'm saying?
And just to let anybody know, like y'all say, I've been mentioning, I've been making beats. Just give me a couple, maybe a month more, and I'll be ready to start hitting people up. Or y'all anybody looking for some beats, I'll be able to show you a catalog.
It's going down.
Heat by Tone.
Let everybody know where they can reach you and get at you.
On Facebook, I go by Tone Carrillo. That's really where I'm at. Oh, on Instagram under Tone 361. That's only the two platforms I'm on, really. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
I don't really do too much of that social media, but
I feel that.
But yeah, you can find me on there. Or hit these cats up; they'll point you in the right direction.
Goddamn
For sure.
Hey y'all, I'm off the Kush right now. I don't know about y'all.
Yeah, I'm lit.
It's been another episode, man, of Riding High presents Off the Kush podcast. You bitch, you off this bitch. Yeah.